What's up, guys? Welcome to Diamond State Sports. My name is Justin Bond.
And I'm Zach Hall.
And welcome to our inaugural pregame chat. I like to spend my Friday nights before a big game sitting right here in this garage talking about the next day, about the game. And so I figured, why not set up a camera, hit record, and share the conversation with you.
Yeah. It's always really interesting. We're just two dads, born and raised in Arkansas. Huge football, basketball, baseball, all kinds of sports fans when it comes to Razorback stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just chat about it? Maybe some other people want to listen or even, join in with it, do some live stuff. So I'm really excited.
Yeah.
A little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to really doing this. I do weather stuff, not sports stuff.
Yeah, well,
I'm so glad to join in.
I do sports stuff, just not in front of the camera.
so we're excited.
Big game tomorrow, top 25 matchup. Honestly, tell me, before the season started, week 4, did you think this would be a top 25 matchup?
No, I didn't. And I didn't think we would be in the 2:30 slot on CBS. I'm really excited.
Yeah. Well, did you think before the season we would win this game? Honestly.
No, I didn't.
Did you have this down in your win column?
I had it in the, I hope we can contest, we should be competitive. I had a lot of games like that. But no, I didn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, probably
not. Well, I'm kind of with you on that. But it's going on, man. I think Arkansas has a really good chance. And so that's really what we're going to talk about. Why we think they have a good chance.
Yeah.
And I think that really starts, we have KJ Jefferson.
Yeah.
Come on. Before season, everyone, 14th best quarterback in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Where there are 14 starting quarterbacks. Now, he's considered by a lot one of the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the SEC. He has 632 yards passing, 180 yards rushing already on the season. He can just simply make plays. And I think that's going to make a difference tomorrow.
Yeah.
That, Texas A&M is elite. They do have good front, but he can make things happen. He can make things work, extend plays, and we're going to need that tomorrow.
I think one of the things that, I know we spoke earlier today about coming up with some keys to victories and some key features. The first thing I was going to talk about, I'm glad you said it, is, no disrespect to Zalcata from A&M. I hope I'm saying that right. But he's new. This is a new experience. He has not seen a defense like us. But not trying to skip ahead. KJ is going to be the best quarterback, probably one of the best athletes they've seen all year. I mean, he's a load. He's a load to take down. It's going to be tough.
And I mean, A&M defense, that's all you hear. A&M defense is so great. They're great. They were great. When they blew out Kent State and New Mexico and, squeaked by Colorado.
Yeah.
But they actually have the 3rd worst rush defense in the SEC. They're allowing 162 yards a game on the ground.
Not good.
4.1 yards per rush. Mm-hmm. Arkansas on the flip side of that, the 4th best rushing attack. We are averaging 6.1 yards a carry. Now, you got to think that what Texas A&M is averaging, allowing 162 yards a game, that was against Kent State and New Mexico. I'm sorry, we have a lot better running backs than Kent State and New Mexico. No disrespect to them, but we are loaded in the running back slot, and I think we're going to rely heavily on that tomorrow. I don't think that we're going to break that line down, the defensive line, early on.
No.
But as the game progresses, I think you're really going to see our running backs break out, start getting longer distances and runs, and I think it can make a big difference.
I feel like I looked at your keys to feature before we talked, because that was my next thing is eventually, maybe not at first, but eventually Dominique Johnson, Traylon Smith, Raheem Sanders, Josh Oglesby, AJ Green, whoever it may be. I know. You go through
this.
Yeah. But I mean, eventually, I don't care who you are. It happened with Texas the same way. They're going to get tired.
Yes.
And it may not be that they're just elite running backs, but they're good running backs, and we have a bunch. This is something we've needed for so long.
Yeah.
It almost reminds me of Felix Jones and Derek McFadden. I'm not saying they're the same, but just pound and pound and pound. Peyton Hillis and whoever it may have been, in the backfield. I love when we have a running attack like this.
I mean, it's very unfortunate for Texas A&M that Haynes King got hurt, the quarterback, early on. But I think that injury is kind of a result of my next point of what we need to do is pressure the quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas A&M they've been pretty poor so far protecting their quarterbacks, which is why Haynes King got hurt.
Yeah.
They are allowing 7 sacks per season, once again to these inferior opponents. Arkansas may not have played the best opponent so far, but they are just as good as the opponents that Texas A&M has played.
If
7 sacks.
If not a lot better. I completely agree.
we need to pressure their quarterback. He is new. I mean, he played pretty good in the New Mexico game. Yeah. First time coming out against Colorado, he looked a little shaky. But I mean, who wouldn't be in that situation? But we have to get pressure to him. We have to make him uncomfortable.
I agree,
and I think we can do that.
I do too. And one of the other things I really want to harp on you, and you just did. We need Arkansas for them to win. They have to make him feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
If they don't put pressure on him and make him create mistakes from pressuring him, I have a feeling A&M have a really good shot at winning this game. But if he makes some mistakes, and I'm not trying to bash the teams they have played. They haven't seen Monteric Brown. They haven't seen the best safety, one of the best safeties in college football. Mm-hmm. I haven't even mentioned the linebacker core. I mean,
yeah.
And another thing that I read today, I did not know, and I may be wrong on this. I'll have to double confirm. I think the center for A&M is a freshman, and he's going to be going up against the fridge there, John Ridgway.
Oh yeah.
I feel pretty bad.
I feel bad.
John Ridgway's a monster, man. I tell you what.
Have you heard of what's his name? Jalen Catalan?
Oh yeah. Just a couple times.
Okay. Yeah. Still the only player in FBS, by the way, to have double-digit tackles and a 2 interception game so far.
Really? Impressive. He's impressive.
I would like to pair that with right now A&M has allowed 5 interceptions this season, which is the most in the SEC.
Not good.
Sounds like Jalen Catalan could have him a big day. And
I did see, I'm not trying to interrupt you, I did see that today, I'll give A&M a little credit. Haynes King, 2 of his INTs against Colorado were off tip balls.
I saw that.
I know that that's still an interception, so let's give the devil its due a little bit there.
Who's tipping those balls?
I know.
The wide receivers. The wide receivers are still in that game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in Arkansas, we probably need to buckle that up a little bit. I saw a few more tip balls in our last game that I was comfortable with, which probably should have been interceptions.
Yeah.
For the Georgia State, but just wasn't. But it could be a big day. Recipe for success for Jalen Catalan.
For sure.
5 interceptions, most in the SEC. He likes that.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
My last key to the game, linebackers. Okay, everyone wants to talk about how elite the defense at Texas A&M is. Arkansas's defense isn't that bad. We got a pretty good defense, and we have 3 of the top 12 tacklers in the SEC on our linebacker core.
I think everyone watching probably knows who you're talking about too.
Yeah, it might sound, Poole, Henry, Morgan.
Yeah.
Not household names, but they could be.
Yeah.
In the state of Arkansas, they're kind of our household names.
Yeah.
And not to mention, I kind of left out there, 3 of the top 12 tackling in the SEC comes from our linebacker core. Number 2 was that last guy we talked about, Jalen Catalan.
Yeah.
4 of the top 12 tacklers in the SEC are from Arkansas. 3 of them are our linebackers. And their ability to set the edge against the run and contain A&M's passing might be the difference of the game.
I agree. I think a lot, going back to linebackers, I know I touched on it earlier. Mm-hmm. Grant Morgan, Hayden Henry, and Bumper Poole are some of the most explosive linebackers that I've seen Arkansas in a long time. They pursue the ball. They swarm. They've got an eye for the football. They're going to make mistakes. There's a good chance A&M has a lot of athletes that they can pull some plays on us, but I think overall, I just think we have the edge. I really do. And I would say that to anyone. I'm not just saying that to you. But I really think this time, I think we have the edge in a few spots, and I think our linebacking core is going to help that.
Yeah, I'm a homer by all means.
Sure.
But I feel good about it. I mean, I'm nervous, cautiously optimistic. Mm-hmm. But, we got experience. And they are starting a lot of fresh guys. This
they
is
lost
big.
A lot of their offensive line.
We're in Jerry World, first SEC game. Mm-hmm. And, it really is going to come down to what Pittman said. His conference on Wednesday, they asked him about the game. He said it really is going to boil down to who can whip who.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Let's hope that Arkansas can whip Texas A&M.
So, I want to ask you. I may have already asked this earlier. What's your score prediction?
Oh man, I would like to. I don't know. My initial score prediction was 21-24.
Okay.
But I'm kind of thinking now
21-24 Hogs. I'm guessing.
21-24 Hogs. I'm just going back and thinking more about their quarterback. I'm going to go 17-24 Arkansas.
Okay.
It's going to be close at halftime. We might be tied. We might even be down 3 or 7 at halftime.
Yeah.
I think we're going to wear them down. that running game's really going to get established mid to late third quarter.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to literally start to run on them.
I think that I've said 31-17 most of the week, and the reason for that is I think it's going to be close, if not tied, maybe a one-possession game, like you said, well into the game. I think at the end, though, and I may be wrong on this, I guess we'll find out tomorrow, but I truly think that the running game will eventually wear them down. I think we pull out a score late in the game, maybe when they're gassed, maybe get a turnover. I don't. Here's the thing: a lot of it's going to come down to Zalcata, and if he can produce. If he can produce, we may lose. He may come out throwing darts, and holy cow,
something we hadn't seen yet.
I just don't see that happening. I'm sorry.
I don't.
Unless Jalen Catalon and Matt Montero Brown and our linebacking core, unless they're just not there tomorrow, I just don't see it happening. And they prove me wrong.
Yeah,
we're ready to be proved wrong.
There were lots of people that said they watched the players load on the bus, and it didn't seem like any of them were left in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
So they're physically going to be there.
Yeah.
So as long as they actually show up to the game,
we didn't touch on, and of course I did see today, and I don't know if you have. I do think Ricky Strongberg and Dalton Wagner are going to be suiting up and playing.
Yes.
Don't know their health status. I don't have that kind of inside information. But
yeah, unfortunately. If you have that, give us
Yeah,
the inside. We'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's huge.
That is huge news.
Yeah.
I was very cautious throughout the week watching that, because that could make a big difference.
Yeah.
We do have talent.
No
we
disrespect
have
to
backups.
Ty Clary and
But
Bo Limmer and all them. They're doing a good job, but we need Ricky and Dalton. That's some really epic leadership.
It is.
Strong. Dalton Wagner's a man with himself. So.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Leave us some comments. Let us know we're doing good. Let us know we're sucking.
Tell us what your score prediction.
Give us your prediction.
Yeah.
Let us know if we left something out, or if we said something that you don't agree with, because that's what this is about.
Yeah.
This is talk. We're talking, and we want to know your opinion and what you think, and so hopefully we make this a thing. Every Friday night or Saturday morning.